Today on A Commonly Good MTG, we're playing with Boros Goblins. What does that mean? Well, Goblins, or Boros, means we're playing with red and white cards, which you can see red and white. And Goblins mean it's a Goblin tribal deck, even though that is not a Goblin. Is that going to help this deck out? Is it going to be better than just a mono red Goblin deck? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, this month's cover model for Abs of Steel magazine, Dr. You Can't Suck It. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. You Can't Suck It. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to a deck I found over on Untapped GG. It's the fifth best deck for the last month. It's called Boros Goblins. Boros Goblins. Yeah, I like a good Goblin tribal deck, and when I saw Boros Goblins, I thought, I haven't seen a Boros Goblin deck before. Let's just see what makes a Boros Goblin deck good. Well, it turns out it's Knight-Errant of Eos. That's what makes it good. I guess, this deck's pretty high on the list in the current tier, according to Untapped TD. It's funny, it's not as good as just mono red Goblins. That has a 58.2% rate. This one is only a 57.6. Still, it's going to be different. It's going to be interesting, and I'm hoping to have a good time. All right, so let's get down to it. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We're going to talk about how it should work, and we're going to go out. We're going to crush some hopes and dreams. All right, so let's see what we got. We got a Goblin. And you can pump him a little bit, and he can potentially have double strike. This guy, whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you can sacrifice it. If you do, proliferate. When it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. So, yeah, you could use him as like a little bomb to blow things up. If you can pump him up, he's even better at blowing things up. What do we got here? Greasewrench Goblin. You can exhaust it to discard up to 2 cards and draw. So there's a little bit of card draw. You get a po-po counter on him. Mobilize. Whenever he attacks, you get a warrior out of the deal. And you can sacrifice this creature to deal damage equal to the total number of creatures. Takes the number of creatures you control to target creature. Great. So this guy could be flung. And the amount that he flings is huge if you got a lot of guys out. So there's some control. I didn't even realize that. Draconautics Engineer. So you strap this guy into a dragon's head and he can make him go super fast. Anyways, he can cause haste to occur. You can put Popo counter on this particular creature for 1. And see, he doesn't give himself haste. That's the weird part. Exhaust 4, you create a dragon. Even better, even better. So you got some flexibility there. This gives all your goblins +1/+1. Whenever this creature or the creature dies, exile the top card of your library. If it's a goblin card, you may cast that card until the end of the turn. Great. Searslicer puts out bebes. Dropkick Goblin gives all your goblins +1/+1, so it's a lord. And for 1 red, you can, at the end of turn, another target goblin you control gains flying. And this creature, sacrifice, when this deals combat damage, sacrifice it. Weird. Yeah, so basically you got the ability to do some evasive sort of things going on there. Howlsquad Heavy says all of the goblins get haste. You put out a bebe every turn, and it has to attack. And then potentially it can become a mana source. All right, great. Knight-Errant. What are we doing with this non-goblin in here? Well, you can if you got creatures, you can tap them so you can put this guy out for less. You only need 1 white and then up to 4 creatures, or any mix in between of mana and creatures. And then for every creature that you tapped, you get to go look at the top X of your library and pull dudes from it, and then put them in your hand. And hopefully they're nice cheap guys, so you can slap those dudes out too. So he helps to create the horde. He's a horde creator. We got a guy that becomes a goblin, if you want it to be. Plenty of lands where you say, I protect goblins from stuff that happens, and then dual lands. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to go at them. We're going to go at them hard. We'll be throwing out our goblins. We're just going to be going crazy pace for their face. We're going to lord up. We're going to start throwing things around if we have to, and sacrificing like crazy. And amongst all the chaos, we're just eventually going to win. That's all there is to it. All right, so before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Shuldred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, to hear lamentations of the women. Our playing against Mountaineer. Alright, Dropkick Bombers, that's cool. Got to get up to 3. Put a bunch of dudes out. Let's start off with our 1-drop. Two. We'll pick Goblins for that. And I got nothing going on. Just a little attacky-tacky. Not enough for the Knight-Errant. I need 5 mana. Next turn I could have it. Goblin. I'll tell you, let's put out the Howlsquad Heavy. Haste! Need more guys with haste. Alright, we're doing good. Dropkick Bomber might be the right way to go. Well, I don't have any whites for this anyway, so yeah, we're out of the picture there. Let's do Knigget. That'll protect us from a lot of stuff there. Alright, there's a lot of people we're willing to give up on. You'd probably go after Dropkick Bomber is what I would do if I were you. There you go. Alright, looks like it's just Dropkick Bomber on the next turn unless he wipes the board. But even then, it's more Dropkick Bomber. I said the droppity kick. We're going to drop, kick, droppity kick. Oh no, it's 2 moths. And we're in. Boom, 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 goes the room. Good game. Victory! I played against Mete 89. Possibly something like that. No choky bows. Hey, block. Can't talk or block. All right, great. Goblin. Not you. All right, turn 3, we get out to Howlsquad Heavy. This guy's away from having the Patchwork Beastie do anything. All right, gotta worry about FOMO. His butt's a little too big. Howlsquad Heavy, not that I want to put out. No, I guess I can make it through, that's fine. Let's do Howlsquad Heavy, that sounds good. I'll attack, not you. You go ahead and block the 2/2. He kind of has to come out. You can't block the other guy. You don't got 2 guys to block him with. Ooh, Searslicer, like a baby maker. Looks dead sexy. Don't worry about that delirium. All right, so you got a pump on him? That's the question. Nope. All right, I could do this. He's up to a full 4 now. So he can block. He can block if he wants to. All attack. Let's bring the baby makers back and the pumpers. Everybody else, you can go in. Have a good time. The question is, do you want to lose the beastie? You can't block him. This is the only guy you can block right there. Alright, you're down to 6. The question, could I have 1? No, he would have blocked this one. I would have gotten 4-3, down to 2. Next turn, I'll go crazy. Got the Howlsquad Heavy out Stadium headliners looking really good. Alright, that's fine. I mean, you can't do 17 points of damage. You're doing 10 right there. Or not 10, what is that? That's 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, Super Pump. What you got? Super Chump. He's blocked. There's no trample. Nothing like that's going to happen now. Ooh, I lived. And we win! Winner, winner! Victory dinner! All right, I'll put against Suareazy. Suareazy. Yeah, I can't pronounce it any other way. Keep it. Ooh, I like that dog. I like Pumpkinhead dog. I don't think I have one. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if I ever got that purchase for myself. Swirly. I like getting this guy out after I get the Howlsquad Heavy, just because I like to have him jump out hasty like. Yeah, all right, here we go. If he puts out some guy I want to kill, then yeah, Cacophony Scamp might be a good way to go. Like him. Alright, we are definitely going to blow away the Warden. Alright, gone. And we're looking all Goblin strong at the moment. Three, huh? If I want to play it, I got to play it now. Straight up. The bombers, yeah, just do it. And we'll put out our little friend right there. And we'll put out this little guy. Yeah, we're straight out. And we win! We flooded the board! Victory! I'm playing against CrazylikaFox. Crazylika. Yeah, I'll keep it, sure. 2 minutes, probably fine. It's gonna be hard getting through Big Butt McGee here. Oh, he's got a lot of things with big butts. No tax, because I'm not getting through those guys. All right, there we go. We got some stuff. If he wants to block somebody with the 2/2, he can. That's fine. That's just blocking. Don't want to take it out. Yeah, take out. Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah, he didn't die. I can say if we can get Cacophony Scamp to die, then we can take out the. Oof, we're going. Okay, we're going against elves, huh? Sweet googly people. All right, we're trying. What, are you not elves? You're just little warriors? Or you're not goblins? Oh, we didn't win. Can we win? Take that action? Yeah, I'll take that action. We'll spank that guy in the face. There you go, elf lover. Victory. All right, we're playing against Jajam. That's what it is. Jajam. All right, let's get things started. See who he's playing. Green would be awesome. Ooh, I just called it, didn't I? Hordemaster. And I could choose to kill this if I wanted to, right? Oh, cool. That thing's a wuss. Still swinging. We're going to peg it out while it has opportunity. Problem is he could probably do the cauldron. Does he need mana for that? Yeah, he could have done it. Yeah, too little, too late. You should have done it in the middle of the process. All right, good. Nothing for you. All right, drop kick. Do I just want to go for this? And all in. Is that enough? Not enough. You got him down to 2. I could probably kind of kill him like a Cacophony Scamp next turn, quite possibly. I don't think you got it, man. I only got to slip 2 points of damage through. Let's pop this open. All right, winner, winner. Victory dinner. There we go. And we win. Clean and methodical. Victory. All right, so here we are with Boros Goblins. Yeah, weird. I mean, it's just Goblins. It's a Goblin tribal deck that has Knight-Errant of Eos in it. You know, for as much as Knight-Errant of Eos is just jammed into decks, I'm surprised it hasn't been banned by now. It's really strange that way. You know, the weird part is not a Goblin, so it doesn't really help it out. But it does help you get cheap guys, and that's what's important. Because you get out a bunch of cheap guys, you can use it to pay for the Knight-Errant, and you go look for other cheap guys that you can probably put back out again. So ultimately, he's pretty good. Plus, he's got a nice big butt that's good for blocking. We can be on our merry way. What I like about this deck, I mean, it's the Goblin deck. I like the Goblin decks. It's really good. I'm disappointed in the fact that they don't really change too much, so I don't get the opportunity to play it more often. It's like, because the thing is, once you played Mono Red Goblins, you've played it. And it's like, all right, well, I guess I'm not showing that anymore. But in this case, we've got Knight-Errant in there. So there we go. We're playing Boros Goblins. Yeah, maybe we could do something a little bit more Boros-y. Maybe take out another Goblin and put in something else. Like, what is it, the Protected by Ghosts thing or whatever? That would be great. You know, something with a little bit of control. Because that one thing I felt this deck was missing out on was control. That was the big thing. The closest we had to control was Cacophony Scamp. And we just had to kind of get it out there, maybe pump it up a little bit, and you could choose at the end of your turn to do damage to stuff with it. It was like, it might be better if you actually had something that was even better. Would be even greater would be to have the Protected by Ghosts. What is that thing called? It's something by Ghosts, right? Put it onto like your Rundvelt Hordemaster or your Howlsquad Heavy. Something that you actually wanted to protect, maybe pump a little bit, give it some ward. Yeah, and then take something out of your opponent. That would be even better. So I can see that, yeah, expanding on the Boros Goblins, I think it is worth it. What would I get rid of? I mean, Bashtronaut's probably stupid. I'd get rid of Bashtronaut. He's dumb. Greasewrench Goblin. I'm not a big fan of him either. Probably this is the one I get rid of. I'm not too big on this. Burnout Bashtronaut, that's when I get rid of. And I put 4 of something else white in there. That's what I would do. All right, let's get to it. Who is the MVP? Who is the most valuable player? I'm going to say I love the Lords. One of them was really impressing me, though. You know what's funny is like Draconautics Engineer was really utility this time. But so was Scamp, probably because he was my only control. Howlsquad Heavy giving everybody haste. I'm going to give it to... I can't even do it. Everybody's so good here. I'll give it to Howlsquad Heavy. To me, I think he was the best just because he gave everybody haste. I was going to say, well, Draconautics Engineer, but that only does haste if you exhaust him. This guy was better because he just gives everybody haste regardless. Then what was cool is I could put out the headliner or something. That was super cool. So altogether, yeah, I was a big fan of the Howlsquad Heavy. I'm going to give him today's MVP. I didn't like the fact that he was 3 mana, which in this deck is rough. But still, 3 wasn't bad to get to, and once you got to him, things definitely got a lot better. So yeah, Howlsquad Heavy, you are today's MVP, most valuable player. Congratulations, you're going to Disneyland. All right, let's see. Number 1, was this deck competitive? I end up with a 59% win rate. It's within the competitive level. It's the low side, but still well within the things. I did pick this up off the tiered list. It was currently number 5 for the last... since June 30th. What are we at, the 20-odd today? So last month. It's like the 5th best deck, according to Untapped GG. So even though it doesn't have a high win rate over there, but everything doesn't have a high win rate, this deck is, yeah, a competitive deck. Maybe you can play it better than I could. It's hard to believe. Yeah, maybe. All right, so yeah, I'm going to say this is a competitive deck. Number 2, was this deck fun? Yeah. Why was it fun? Goblins. That's why. I love Goblins. I love synergy. One thing I like about Goblins, usually they have haste, like Raging Goblin, right? But we don't have that anymore. And it took us a long time to get haste. That's Howlsquad Heavy was pretty much the first time that kind of kicked in. We get haste for 1 turn with Draconautics Engineer if you're desperate and you got the money for it, right? But yeah, it's okay. So other than that, it was a great deck. I had lots of fun with it. It was cool. It was weird having the Knight-Errant in there, but he did work out. She did a good job. So yeah, all right, I'm good with it. Lastly, was this deck interesting? No. I mean, the deal is that it's just the Goblin deck. But you got the Knight-Errant fixed in there. Did that help? Yeah. Did it give me some ideas of making it a little bit better? Yeah, totes. That's the other one. It's the Helix Flare or whatever it is. It does 3 points of damage. You get 3 life. That'd be another great card for this deck. That would be great in a Boros situation with Goblins. A little bit of removal, a little bit of life pump. Yeah. So yeah, there's lots of great things we could do with Boros Goblins. This is a good place to start, but definitely I think we could do a little bit more. So why was it though interesting? Well, it used to be, was this deck tribal? That used to be what qualified as interesting in the past, and this is definitely a tribal deck, which is really good. Really, really good. All right, so let's add everything up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was this deck fun? Yeah. Was this deck interesting? Enough. So just because it's pretty much a boring, I should say a boring goblin deck, it's a great goblin deck, but it's something we've been playing around with for a while. I'm just going to give this a straight A. It was a great deck to play with. It did a good job. Yeah, I thought it totally rocked. So there you go, straight A deck, Boros Goblins. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.